Good morning. Today we are going to work with multi-step equations with variables on both sides and fractions. So first step, we want to rewrite the problem. And we're going to distribute to get rid of these parentheses here, the 1/4. 1/4 times 2 is 2/4. Okay? Step 2, we want to find a common denominator so that we can combine our like terms. So I'm thinking I'm going to do 12. Okay, so I want to multiply 1/6 by 2 over 2, which is 1, and change that into 2/12. And I'm going to multiply this one by 3/3, which is 1. I'm going to change that into 3 over 12. Okay, now I'm going to move all variables to one side. So you always want to move the one number that is lower so that you don't have to work with negatives. Oh, sorry. Okay, 3/12 minus 2/12 is 1/12. Okay, now we need to change and find another common denominator. This is not a fun problem because we want to move this to the other side so we can get the 1/12 by itself. So I'm going to use 12 again as my common denominator. So I am going to multiply this side by 3 over 3, and I'm going to multiply this side by 4 over 4 so that I can find a common denominator. Change this to 8/12. 1/12 is still good. And I'm going to change this one to 2 times 3 is 6 over 12. This is not a fun problem. Okay, so we're going to change this now. We're going to move all variables to one side. So I'm going to add 6/12 to both sides. Okay, this is about as complicated as we get for an algebra problem. Okay, so this is going to cancel out. We're going to get 1/12d. Okay, I'm going to add 8 plus 6 is 14. And the denominator stays as 12. I actually need another board to do this problem. It is so long. Ugh. All right. Now, here we are. Okay, so we brought this problem, which you can see is very long, all the way down to the last step. Okay, now this is another good review because we're going to talk about reciprocals here. In order to remove this fraction and get the letter d by itself, we can figure out what d is. We're going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 1/12. So the reciprocal of 1/12 is 12 over 1. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 12 over 1. This is going to turn into 1. 12 divided by 12, 1 divided by 1, 1d. And luckily, thank you, we can get rid of this fraction here because we have cross products here. 12 divided by 12 is 1, and you get 14. Ugh. If you want to check your answer, you could plug in back to the original equation. 1/6 of 14 plus 2/3 equals 1/4 parentheses 14 minus 2. Okay, if you want to check that and see if it's correct, feel free. I think I'm going to say that 14 is correct, and have a nice day. Thanks for watching.